And once we kind of got a hold of that and realized, that we were still in control of the game, we were able to start really doing things beyond how we initially envisioned them to be. So specifically, we had an opportunity to do a series of roadshows for this project. But before that idea ever entered our minds, we had a change in communications plan. It was a very detailed plan. It had a number of really great ideas in it, a great number of different types of communications that we had begun rolling out, and we've been getting some good feedback from this. We had complete leadership approval of the plan, complete sponsorship at that level. And so it would have been really, really easy for us to, at that point in the game, have said, okay, we have our change in communications plan. Let's just start checking off the boxes. We have our 12 items. Let's just start making it happen. But that is not what we did. At this point, we had a lot of momentum building, and we knew that communications was becoming more and more critical to the success of our project. And so we decided to really go big, and we decided to do an in-person roadshow and really take the entire project team out across the country to several different Exelon locations, and have, give everyone lunch and have half a day to talk to as many people in the organization as we could reach one-on-one. It was a really big idea. It's something that hadn't been traditionally done before at Exelon's HR department, and it had an amazing impact on the project. It had an amazing impact on the project, one, because we were able to have really impactful communications, one-on-one dialogue with a number of employees. It also had an amazing impact because it made the project real. And it made the project real because the staff in the HR department saw their colleagues and their partners out there trying to make this project happen. They weren't just hearing it from the top down. They weren't just getting emails about it. They saw their colleagues, working hard on this project, trying to make it real. They saw that this wasn't just another change initiative that comes around every couple of years, that this was really something new and that we're doing things in a new and different way. So it was a tremendous example, had a lot of positive impacts for our project. And we never would have done it if we had just sat back and said, you know what, things are going pretty good right now. Let's just keep checking off the boxes on the change plan.
Yeah, there's definitely something just to add on that about the co-creation aspect of it, I think, which was interesting. We talk about having people out there, out in talking with people, having one-on-one and small group conversations and making it real. And it allowed us to get feedback and potentially adjust the projects from the larger community we were serving too. So really, really dynamic and exciting. I think there's one other thing I'd add. A couple thoughts as well. Like so many times we think when you send an email, you've communicated something, and that's obviously not the case. But and we had a pretty comprehensive change plan, and we decided to take a slightly different approach. But I think part of what made it powerful too was the experience, the shared experience, and people showing up and having they remember that, right? You remember the experience they had with the event, rather than trying to remember an email, right? So I think that made a big difference for us as well.